Hello and welcome to the Zakariya Adeel podcast, the Astro-Tarot edition. And this is the weekly predictions using the tarot cards for each Western zodiac sign. So let's get started. Please like and subscribe and click the notification bell if you want to be notified when I'm releasing new videos on the Astro-Tarot and just other videos as well. I interview people too, which might be of interest to you. Please do click the notification bell and I will bring my unique brand of astro knowledge and tarot knowledge directly to you. Thank you. Aries. Oh, we've got a card jumping out. We've got the Prince of Swords, which has jumped out, which is the Page of Swords. Not the page, sorry, the Knight of Swords. So now this card is about the pace of life speeding up. Also, action being required and going for it in a very direct way. Something needs to get sorted, so let's get it sorted directly. Let's confront it like a military person. Yeah, let's just go for it. So this is no beating around the bush this week, Aries. Just get straight down to the point. Somebody's done something, you confront them, you tell them straight. Anything else for you? Might not be the best time to, if you think about doing anything, making a big financial purchase, hold off for a bit. And you might find that because you're so busy with things, you might not be able to get involved with some of the social engagements that are happening around you. So, all right, so that's that. Let's move on to Taurus. Okay, Taurus, we've got two cards jumped out for you. Maybe if you're being a bit miserly, maybe it's the Four of Pentacles is about putting money away and withholding your affections, but it's come reversed. It's normally when it's upright, but if it's come reversed. So it's like if you're being too miserly, being cheap, then consider an alternative approach. Maybe give a bit more. Don't be so stubborn and don't be so stern about your opinions, and also about your resources. You know, not just about money, but also about emotional space. If somebody's asking, really begging for an emotional space, what's come to me just now is if you're a parent and you have a child that needs you, and you're like, yeah, well, I'm busy, I've got all these things I need to do, and you're like prioritizing that. Maybe that child really needs to be seen by you this week. So consider that. And it might not be a child, it might just be other people. Maybe if you're a manager, or if you're, and it could be your staff member, or just whoever you are. You're seen with status. You're seen with a sense of power, and somebody needs you this week, so give them some love. All right. Yes, you're in a position of power. Look, the sun card. Excuse me. All right, let's keep going. Gemini. Let's get to Gemini. All right. All right, let's pull some cords. Gemini. Gemini's passion-led anyway, but this is I think your passion. There's going to be some things that you're going to get to do at the beginning part of this week, which really get your juices flowing. So that's good. If there is an obstacle that comes your way, do not let anybody tell you that it can't be done. It can be done. It will be done, and you will be the one to show them all that you can do it. The card that's come up for that is the Ace of Swords, which is like, I want to force my way to my victory. I'm going to win at all costs. You ain't going to stop me. If that means that you got to piss some people off, you might have to do that. You might not want to do that, but because you're being quite dominant in your approach, which sometimes is necessary, you might ruffle some feathers, which is fine. Just do that. And you may find yourself pulling back because some people might think that your reputation has been damaged, but if it is, it will only be temporary. It's not going to be a long-term thing, so I wouldn't worry about it. Go for what you want to achieve. Just go for it. Don't let anything stop you. All right, Gemini. Now we're going to Cancer. Let's have a look. What's happening for Cancers this week? Okay, so beginning part of the week, some sort of creative endeavour or some sort of project that starts or needs your involvement to make sure that the energy continues. You might end up taking some sort of either a physical trip or some sort of movement from one way of life to a different way of life. Sometimes this card comes up when somebody has to leave your life, like or you have to leave theirs. So it could just mean, it doesn't usually mean temporary either. It's normally quite a permanent one, a permanent shift. That doesn't mean, not to scare you, doesn't mean that these things are going to happen and that it's going to be super upsetting. It might not be somebody super close, but it could be somebody that you have some respect or love for, but for some reason they just need to go off and do something that's away from you. And sometimes if the person is still in your life, but emotionally they're distanced from you. There's also a little advice at the end, which is like, if things are happening too quickly, do what you can to slow them down yourself, because sometimes you have the ability to do that, sometimes you don't. In your instance, you actually can. There is something you can do to slow things down a little bit, so do. All right, so that's Cancer. Let's move on to Leo. Okay, so now for you, what it is that your life has become a bit boring because things are not new for you anymore. It's like everything is easy, and Leos don't like easy. Leos like to be challenged. They like to do stuff that's new and exciting and fun, and where they get to show their power and their prowess and their confidence, and how look at how good I am, look at my talents, look what I can achieve, and you can do that through challenging yourself, and you want to see for yourself as well, what can I do next, what else can I do. And the thing is, what's happened with you right now is that everything's just become like, yeah, you've done it before and you know how it works, and people know that you can do it, and it's like, I'm bored of this now. Although there's still some things that you're doing in your life that are passionate to you. Like, let me show you from the cards what it means. So here's the card of passion, right? And then here's the card of just the drudgery of just getting it done. So those two things are connected together right now. So that's how it has been. My phone's going. That's how it has been. Where you are at the moment is you want to try something new, something different, something a bit challenging, something that you don't know completely yet. And I think that's all good. You might actually find yourself maybe thinking about studying something, even if it might not be university or anything like that, but some sort of new course, because we also got the card of study as well. It's reversed. So what that card means, what it means reversed, is you may have to delay it, but you're starting to think about it, and maybe think about doing something sometime soon. Maybe not even soon, because it's a delay, but sometime in the future. All right, let's move on to Virgo. Let me grab that phone. I don't even know where it is. 1 second. Wow. Let me turn it off. Okay. Virgo. Okay, so for Virgo signs, it could, like, there's a rite of passage, like a celebration or something happening for you, because we've got the Three of Cups, which is a celebration. It's right next to the Happy Family card. So family, like birthdays. Well, obviously, where are we now? No, we've passed Virgo, haven't we? We're in Libra time, heading into Scorpio time. So yeah, still for Virgos, there's celebrations, there's parties, and there's usually connected to family stuff. So there's good things happening in terms of your personal life. Actually, the Three of Cups can also mean success in the arts. So if you're a performer and that sort of stuff, it's also good for you in that regard. It just means this week is going to be a positive week, just in general, for the projects and things like that you'll be doing. You're getting better and better and better at it, at the things that you're doing. As you know, what Virgos are like. You know, they're perfectionists. They start something, they want to get to. There's 4 stages of development. There's unconscious. Where does it go again? Unconscious incompetence, conscious incompetence, conscious competence, and then unconscious competence. 4 stages of development. Virgos want to go from unconscious incompetence to unconscious competence straight away, and it doesn't work that way. So But what the cards are saying is that your development has come along really, really fast for you, even for you, and now you can focus. You're getting some of the rewards of that in terms of. So there's two things here. Work-wise, things have gone really, really well, and you started off not knowing so much, but you've gotten really, really good at that quickly. And in your personal life, things are going very well, and you can take a break or you can have some fun with your family. All right. That was really long-winded. I apologise, Virgo. I apologise. And if you guys don't know what the 4 stages of development are, just Google unconscious incompetence, and it will all the other 4 will come up. Okay, Libra. Okay, we're there already. We're coming together. Alright, this might not be an easy week for you, Libra. I'm just putting it out there. Not to give you a negative self-fulfilling prophecy, but from what I'm seeing, it's something that you wanted to achieve. You're like in a hanging place, like you don't have the results just aren't coming in. You're waiting. When am I going to know what? And you're like in that place of like, oh shoot, what do I do? I don't know what's happening next because I need to know this thing first. That's how it feels to you. So you're just having to wait, and then you wait and you're expecting an answer, and you just end up waiting. So all of the cards I've got lying in front of me, right? Look, we've got the synchronicity card reversed. We've got this card, the nine of swords, which is a card of like worry and concern. Then we've got the card of the waiting. Notice the moon in the background. The high priestess slows everything down, says, "Wait, you're not meant to see the answers just yet." And then the outcome card we've got is the moon again, the same crescent moon. So everything is shrouded in darkness at the moment. So you're not meant to have the answers. So as frustrating as it is, right now it's just you just got to get through it. It's just a case of being present with the uncomfortableness, the discomfort. Being present with the discomfort is what I wanted to say. So if you can do that, it will be helpful, because the more you feel through it and you don't dissociate, you don't try and run from it, because those things aren't helpful. They'll end up delaying. They'll keep this process going on even longer. The more you can just feel your way through it, the better. Because if you see the sort of advice card was this card of like, don't put your walls up. Try and feel through it. And even if you feel broken, talk to people. Get some advice. You're not alone. All right. So that's Libra. I'm sorry I couldn't give you more better news, really. I mean, it's just going to be one of those weeks where you just have to get through it. And your mental approach is what's going to make the difference. Hence why don't be too defensive. Okay. Scorpio. Let's move on to Scorpio. Okay. All right, Scorpio. There's a sort of a there's something in the cards that's saying you're always in preparation mode. You're always like getting ready for the thing, and then it's like the person that always goes to dance classes but never actually performs dance anywhere. It's like. But you're quite happy to do that. You're quite happy in preparation mode, and there's nothing wrong with that. Because some people just get the joy from the process rather than the outcome. But I think that what the cards are saying is that it'd be nice to work towards an outcome as well. Like if you are doing dance classes constantly, then it'll be nice to sort of have a performance every now and then, and not just be in the preparation mode. So this goes. That's just a symbolic thing I'm saying. So it could be about anything. It could be finances, just saving forever and just never using money on anything. What the cards are saying is, every now and then you want to use your resources to treat yourself a little bit every now and then. And I think you've done so much good work in that developing of your groundwork and the foundation, and but you might be a little bit hard on yourself in terms of enjoying the pleasures of life. So I would say do that. In terms of you might actually, so that's one thing. The other thing for this week for you might be looking for a specific result and it's not time for it to come yet. We've got the Wheel of Fortune, but it's reversed. Doesn't mean you're gonna have it. Doesn't mean it becomes the Wheel of Misfortune. What it means is that the cycles go around, and look, she's completing the cycle, right? What's happened here is it's not time for that cycle to complete. There's some other things as well that need to happen first. And you just want it to complete and like be done with. It's not time yet. So there's things that are going to happen. You might be not happy with some of the things that happen. He's a bit grumpy, grieving a little bit. But I don't get the sense that it's anything huge. It's just the discomfort, right? So just get through it. You'll be all right. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. And eventually that cycle will complete and you can move on to the next level. Sagittarius. Okay, it's a really easy one for you guys, for you Sagittarius this week. You've got some good advice from somebody you went to, somebody you trusted. That person has really plainly laid it out, your situation for you, and it's given you a practical plan what you're going to do next. As a result, you will now find yourself coming out of difficulty and feeling a sense of power again, understanding who you are and knowing what you're good at, and then you're going to start doing that again. You might have felt quite disempowered in the last, I don't know, month or so. I don't know why. Maybe it was somebody or maybe it was a situation at work, but you're going to begin to feel empowered again, and that's really, really good. And it also could mean a slight improvement in your financial rewards as well, in your finances. Yeah, easy, very, very plain and simple for you. Let's move on to Capricorn. Okay, Capricorn. Interesting. So Capricorn, you're in a place of being a powerful manifester at the moment. We got the Magician card. So using the 4 elements to create magic and create things that you want in your life. Doing that, it brings you to a place of decision, right? You've got 2 choices in front of you. Which one do you take? So I've pulled out 2 cards for the 2 decisions, right? And look at this, right? You've got the Ace of Wands reversed. And I thought, okay, so energetically to me, on a law of attraction basis, I'm like, because with this card, it doesn't really matter which route you take, you end up in the same place. So I thought, okay, let me lay out 2 options, let me see what happens. So we've got the Ace of Wands reversed here, and the other option takes you to the Ace of Cups reversed here. Isn't that interesting? Isn't that interesting? So both of the outcomes, which, you know, because if you're energetically in the same place, the 2 outcomes are going to be similar, whichever which road you take. And so both of them are new starts, but both of them are starts that are almost like, they're not non-starters, they're not, because you'll always go somewhere and you'll always be taken somewhere. But what this would mean to me, right, if I see this, it means you're starting with the idea that you're not going to succeed. Or you're starting with the idea like you've got all these plans, you're using the law of attraction to manifest something, and as it's about to come, or as it's coming, you're like, yeah, no, but that wouldn't happen because of this and this and this, and what if this happens, what if this happens, and you're stopping it from happening. So whether you go this route, whether you go this route, because of your thought processes in the creation side of things, you're impeding the positive progress of your own goal. So when you think about what it is that you want, remove the doubt and remove the what ifs, the what ifs that aren't helpful. If you're going to do what ifs, then use positive what ifs about the positive things that could happen, not the negative. Your hypervigilance is getting in the way here. All right? I hope that made sense. But for Capricorn, still, I would still say, do the law of attraction stuff, because you're in a powerful position, a powerful energetic force at the moment. The fact that you can manifest like that. So do use it. Do use the law of attraction, and just be wary that you don't come at it from a negative self-fulfilling prophecy from the start, and don't the hypervigilance get in the way. By the way, this is another, as I was talking about the Capricorn stuff, this also jumped out, so this is also for you. The Lover's card is about self-healing first, before you attract the romantic love into your life. So what I would say to you is, because as I was talking about what you need to do, this card jumped out, so you need to heal yourself first. So spend some time and energy in that if you find that the manifestations are blocked. All right? So affirmations or meditation, do some Ho'oponopono meditation, that's always good. Or however you heal yourself, whatever your favourite modality is. Yes, Aquarius. Let's move on to Aquarius now. Aquarius. Okay, interesting. Queen of Wands, the social queen, the one that's out there, out and about, having fun, enjoying herself. Then we've got the King of Wands. Now he's also the social king, but he's let's get down to business now. Let's make some practical plans and things that we need to do next. And then also look at this. This is the card of having too many things on your shoulders, but it came reversed. So all of those worries of yours are finally lifted, and so that's really, really positive. In my life, I know exactly what this is about, and those of you who are my friends who know me and know what's happening in my life, you'll know what this is about. And it's going to be a sense of real freedom, and you don't feel trapped or suffocated anymore. And what this is going to do is it's going to release your we just talked about law of attraction before, your law of attraction energy, so you can now, because you're feeling a sense of freedom that you haven't had in the last 2-3 months, now that's going to, the repercussions of that are going to come to you, and you're going to get more law of attraction responses to that sense of freedom. So, and that's precisely what you need right now as well. So yeah, all right, let's move on to Pisces. And then I'm going to answer some questions. I think some people left me some questions. I think it's just one question actually this week. But I will have a look at the question and I will answer that for that person. If you want me to answer your questions, then please do leave questions at the bottom of this YouTube video, and I will look at them and answer them the following week. All right, let's have a look for Pisces. Yeah, no, we're done yet. Excuse me. Yeah, now we're done. Okay, so for Pisces, there is a warning of porous boundaries. So you're not defending your self well enough this week. What it is, this is something that you know that you have an issue with, and you sometimes you put the work into it, and sometimes it's just hard to do, because the people who you need to develop boundaries with are people who you love and you don't want to hurt their feelings, and as a result you find it really hard to do, but it's necessary. Some people who you draw those boundaries with ultimately may leave because they're not healthy people for you anyway. And I know you don't want to upset people, you don't want to hurt their feelings, but those people might not be the nicest people anyway. They might be taking advantage of you. So as you put those boundaries in place, they may disappear. That's no bad thing. When that starts to happen, what is happening is your life is shifting to another level, and you're gonna lose certain people, and you're going to attract into your experience better people. What I mean by that better is people who are have come from a place of integrity, rather than taking advantage. So when we lose people in our lives, we should never. Well, of course we do. We don't want to lose people. We don't want to. These people are people that we love, but it's important to not take it too personally. Sometimes the universe is harsh and just has to remove those people in a harsh way, so in order to make the space for the new things to come, and those new things tend to be so much more exciting and so much more you. So for you, be the emperor and put those boundaries in. This has come for you reversed actually, because you're struggling with that this week. So find a way to be tough, be the emperor, and put those boundaries in place. Okay, all right, we've done with the astrology, the astrologies, well, tarot astrology really, and now let's have a look at what the question was. Now I've got that Aquarius song in my head. When the moon is in your 7th house, that was me. And beautiful Jupiter. Okay, here it is. This is from Billy Goat. Leo here, August the 12th. Problem with girlfriend not trusting me, but I am not in any way looking or acting to promote such thoughts. She's a Pisces. Right. Alright, so Leo and Pisces, let's have a look at what's going on here. Guys, when you do leave me the messages, please can you leave me your year as well, because I work with Chinese astrology and Western astrology, so Leo and Pisces is helpful. If you could tell me that you're a Leo, let's say you're born in 94 for example, and the Pisces is born in 87, so if you just tell me the years as well, and just if you don't know your Chinese year, if you know that 94 is dog Leo, and 87 is rabbit Pisces, if you can tell me that rabbit sign, or with the signs or with the years, either way it's fine. It's just even more helpful for me, if you don't mind. So if you do want me to answer one of your questions, then please leave me a message in the comments under this YouTube video, and I will look at them next week. Okay. And please do like and subscribe as well, and click the bell for the notifications. I'm not very good at saying that to people, but it will be helpful for me. And if you like the video, then please press like and share it with people. All right, thank you. Now I'm going to answer Billy Goat's question. Okay, so this is what I see. What I've done is I've pulled out 3 cards to find out where Leo is. And Leo's coming from, his heart is in the right place. We can see this is like a very romantic card actually. Is that normally a couple dancing underneath the canopy, and he's got like a playful, childlike attitude to the situation, and he's looking long term with this person, with this Pisces person, and he's looking ideally to potentially settle down with this person. This is also a card of marriage. So I think in terms of his intentions, he's coming from an honourable, noble place. Where is Pisces at? So Pisces, we've got this card of being in the position of advantage. So she might be very attractive in some way, physically, personality-wise, but she's got things that are in her benefit here. So this is the card of illusion and glamour, and a lot of that stuff has fallen away. So this is the card of illusion, but it's fallen away because it's reversed. So all of the other options have disappeared, and there's just one option left. And this is how she feels. And the thing is that glamour and illusion card is also here. There's a few different cards, but so basically, what's happening here is she's not able to see entirely clearly. With this card is the outcome, the head is in the clouds a little bit. So you're not grounded to be able to see what's really happening and understand what's happening with clarity. So that's where she is at. And then I pulled 3 cards to find out what the actual situation is. So this is the tension between two polarities. So whereas Leo is yang, masculine, Pisces is yin and feminine. So the polarity between those two, and the quality, it's not a bad card for a relationship. It means that actually there's things that each of the two have that are complementary for each other. So that's good. Also, we've got the Temperance card as well. In this pack, it's called the Ferret, but it's the Temperance card again, which is about polarities, the balancing of two different types of energies. But it's out of balance, it's out of whack, because look, we've got this card of inner tension, inner turmoil, and this is like a playful situation. Also, relationships as well, like when you're being playful with each other, but it's got to a point where it's gotten a bit dark now. And it could be suppressed resentments are now beginning to come out, and so therefore what's happening is the conversations that you're having with each other might be about what's just happened. You didn't bring the right food or whatever. It's not about that, it's about the other stuff. So unless you can be brave enough to figure out what the conversation is really about and attack it head on, I think that these resentments are going to continue to get worse and exacerbate the situation. So if you're able enough to actually confront the situation head on and really bring to the top those issues and really confront them, then the relationship can continue, and your friendship and your relationship will continue. So you have to be brave and really dig deep and get to the root cause. What is she really unhappy about? And talk about that. She might be blaming you about the food, but it's not about the food. What's it really about? Go there. Because Leo, you can sort this out. All right. Thank you very much. And Moonlight and I will be back again next week. And I promise this time that I'll be on time. I will do it so it's out on Monday. All right. Thank you very much. See you later. Like and subscribe. And I really enjoy putting these cards for you guys. And so please like and subscribe. Help me build my profile. And I will be back next week. Take care. Bye-bye. Toodaloo.